Now I'm really interested why 240 series so popular among old Volvos. You can find 140 series, you can find 120 series, Volvo Amazon, you can find 740 series. But why 240 series so popular?
Patrick's Garage.
Grab your snack, welcome back. And I think that 240 series more closer to 740, 940 series, even if we're thinking about spare parts and engines, Their engines more similar. B23 engine, B230 engine, and this engine was a really reliable, dependable engines. They with injectors, you can find them, especially latest models. I remember I bought 10 years ago, yes, I bought a 940 series, and what was done, I replaced injectors. There is no carburetors and context ignition, only sensor, sensor, but distributor. And this is was a really simple car for maintenance, and nothing difficulties was with electronics. I want to admit this was 1994 model turbo engine, by the way, and I remember that this car, and I was so impressed that car not burns oil, especially turbo. And now I remember that in those days, I worked as a driver, and Volkswagen, a really new car, burned oil, and all the time, I was need to add some oil, and this is a gearbox DSG robot. But if we compare that in this time, I think that Volvo were more better in 90s than a lot of cars even today. I want to admit that. But why 240 series so popular? And I think that more easy to find mechanics, more easier to find spare parts for maintenance. Yes, we want to say that 140 series more closer to Volvo Amazon and more earlier models because of engine. This is really old design of engine 140 series, but meantime this is more reliable engine without this. I don't know, this is timing belt was in this engine, and 240 series also with timing belt, rubber timing belt, but without interferences. What interesting, without interferences. But when I bought a 940, I replaced this timing belt original, and this is bearing tensioner of this timing belt. I've also replaced and check all these points of correlation should be in proper way, but timing gears 140 series B20 engine with timing gears. But why 240 series so popular? Probably you are able, even today there is a lot of them, there is a lot of these model, and these models so popular because you can find them, there are a lot of them online, you can find them online, and the more choice, you can extend your area of searching, and you can find a lot of results if you want to find 240 series, because a lot of them, and you can find more better condition of 240 series. And if you don't want to messing a lot with old Volvo, maybe better to find 240 series because a lot of them you can find them in more good condition. And if you're really ready to rebuild all car completely, you can buy 140 series Volvo Amazon, and more earlier oldest models. But 240 series you can find really in good condition, and maybe 740 series if you prefer, and a 940 series also you can find in good condition. But I think that metal suffer from salt. 940 series suffer from salt. And yes, I think that 240 series more popular because of that. And I don't know how will be related with car restoration, but they all with metric threads. Since 240 series, they're using metric threads. And was really strange for me when I discovered that in engine, B20 engine, latest models, they installed metric size crankshaft. But this is also good because we are able to find pistons from B19 engine, more easy to find them. I'm not saying about special spare part shops where they selling only for old Volvos, but in average auto parts store you can find these spare parts which was used in the next generation of engines, with timing belt and camshaft on in the engine head, on the engine head they. But I think more better when camshaft in the black, more closer to oil pump, and oil goes more faster to camshaft. I think this is really crucial aspect for longevity of camshaft. But who knows, in modern engine, oil's not intended, especially gasoline engines, not intended to lower camshaft with this flat top. And now, if we remember this engine, which was used to be in a 240 series, 740 series, 940 series, and if we remember about my 940 series, I remember that this guy was really happy that he bought this car from me, 940 series. He was really satisfied, and he said me that he want to riding this car all the rest of life. He's alive. So that's good, I think. And these cars are really popular because since you spend time, money, and you rebuild this car, and you sure about condition of your 240 series, 740 series, 940 series, and spare parts really available. Not all, yes. I want to say that this disclaimer, not all parts available now for 240 series, 740 series, 940 series, but you can find more easier than for the Amazon Volvos 140 series, more easy with spare parts. So I think this is really dependable cars. 240 series, so they so popular nowadays. And I dare to say that in appearance, 240 series more similar with 140 series, but inside, if we're talking about engine, 240 series more similar with 740 and 940 series. And because of that easy maintenance and easy find spare parts, this is so desirable object for old car lovers. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell, so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about are repairing.